I figured out yesterday while I was doing my stream that I don't like using the built-in microphone on the Mac, so I'm gonna use a headset today. And welcome to my bitter gay rant. Realized that I don't like doing the whole other Rant Tea thingies, the tea thing. I'd rather just film that. There's no reason for me to do that live. Good morning. It's before 10 a.m. or it is 10 a.m. In California, um, which means everyone's at work and nobody's watching this. um, Give me a sec. I gotta make sure the feed's actually running. It is! Yay! Because, sometimes it doesn't work. Not like I spend all morning looking at it to see if it's running or not. Anyway, this morning's tea is Moroccan Mint from Spice Traders. It is a green tea, a gunpowder green tea with peppermint, and it is delicious. At the V's Cafe in Culver City, I believe, they make tea lattes, which are really good, and they have Moroccan Mint tea latte. Yes, very good. Still really hot, though. Well, green tea hot because it's 176 Fahrenheit, which is about 80 degrees Celsius. And I looked that up prior. I don't just know these things. I live in the US where we exist only in Fahrenheit. Anyway, what I did want to go over quickly, as far as like a rant goes, is the recent news with United Airlines and the leggings incident. Apparently, United Airlines had these teenagers who had free passes, which are the employee passes, the ones that they give to friends and family, to board a flight on standby, and they were rejected by the airline's gate crew because they were wearing leggings. United Airlines' reasoning is that you're a representative of the airline when you're a friend or a family, and you will dress appropriately and accordingly. My issue with that is, how do other people know that you're a representative of the airline at that point? Are you in uniform or something? I mean, if you're an employee, then it makes sense, because you should be in uniform, or maybe something else that goes, oh, I'm part of United Airlines. But if it's my friend flying and they want to wear fucking leggings, or they want to wear whatever the fuck they want because it's 2017, then I don't see how this is an issue, United Airlines. I have other issues with air travel, but we're not going to get into those. They're mostly just me being fat and I don't fit in seats. And then I've got a problem with traffic, because I live in the LA metro area. Not really, I live closer to Long Beach, but we're not going to get into the semantics of that. I really hate how people can't read the 2 to 3 cars per light thing, and you end up pulling up and then they stop when 2 or 3 other cars could have gone. And sometimes it's like 3 lanes. So that's 9 cars that could have gone into traffic that don't, because someone's not reading the sign, they're just looking at the light. Or they don't read English, which is a whole other can of worms that I'm also not going to get into in this video. But what I do want to discuss that isn't a rant, and I should have done something to promote it better other than just sitting here, is my Moroccan mint tea. Anyway, if anyone is watching, the live stream is going on over here. I think it's over here. Might be over there. I have to look this up. I don't remember where things are going on. I think it's on this side. Moroccan mint tea is good. You know what? I'm gonna switch you back over to Whitey and the main waiting thingy, because because yeah, I'll be right back. Anywho, I have this event going on in May as part of RS ConOps and other things that I do for conventions. The convention coming up next is called WhedonCon. It's a convention made by fans for fans of Joss Whedon and all of his works. Oh, that's amazing. But boop. So it's a convention of the works of Joss Whedon. We can't get the really big name stars, but I mean we have Nick Brendan and he played Xander, and we have other stars coming as well, and we have Armin Shimmerman, and he was on Star Trek, which is where my fandom lies. I'm not a big Whedon fan, and I know it's weird that I help run conventions that I'm not a big fan of, but I just really like running conventions. And that's where my thing is. But anyway, if you are so inclined to go to WhedonCon, check the description. I will leave a link, a sponsored link. You have to use this link to buy your membership, and the code SAVE10, SAVE10. Use that to get $10 off the weekend price. I think it's $60 for the weekend right now. It will go up at the door, so it's gonna go up quite a bit at the door actually. But if you want to go, I'd say get your tickets now, and you want to stay at the hotel with us because you'll be closer to things and you won't have to commute, and if you stay at the hotel, it helps us too. The difference between the large commercial conventions like Comic-Con, well, Comic-Con's still a non-profit, but like a Creation Con, like the Star Trek cons and the Star Wars cons and all these other things, is that they're for profit. I might be wrong about the Star Wars one, but Creation at least. They get their money and they make a profit, and they have a company and they pay employees and all this other fun stuff. The difference of the fan-run conventions is that everyone that you see running a convention, all 100 to 300 of us, are volunteers. We do not get paid. We get little benefits, like we don't have to pay for a membership badge once we've completed a certain number of hours, usually 24 to 48. But everything that is incoming, all the memberships and all the hotel sales and all the everything else, is what funds the convention. And so it benefits us if you actually stay at the hotel, and it benefits us if you actually buy your membership ahead of time, because then that gives us the ability to book better guests as we lead up to the convention. So I encourage you to at least visit the WhedonCon website, which is also going to be in the description. It's WhedonCon.com, WHEDONCON.com. ConCon.com, and look over the site. Weed and Con also has a YouTube channel, which I will also drop into the description. So subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's our social media team on that side doing all of that. And I guess that's it. And if you check the description, I will also leave the coupon link there. So that was my plug, without doing an ad itself. But I need to check something again, so here's a wonderful ad. Anyway, let's talk about sex. No. Let's talk about something else that bothers me. I'm a furry. I know that people don't understand what furries are, but it's like any other fandom. There's the really weird ones in the fandom that are just way too obsessed with being an animal. Just like there's weird ones in every fandom, including our politics fandom, and our politics fandom is really, really annoying right now. But I need to put on my glasses because my migraine's acting up again. But I'm furry. Anywho, I'm a furry because the group is really, really accepting. Like, as far as other fandoms go, I feel like furries have more of a diverse crowd, and we're so persecuted as a group because nobody understands us, and they all think that we do this for sexual reasons, which isn't true. Only a small percentage do it for sexual reasons, and the people who have those suits are specifically built, because most fursuits cost between $700 all the way up to the tens if you want to have electronics and cooling and other things. My fursuit that I don't fit into, but I do have the head for, and is part of another series I do on here, he cost me $1,700. I need to lose that's partially why I need to lose 60 pounds. I don't fit into the actual fursuit anymore, and it bothers me that I paid that much for it. But I fit in his head, and I fit in his hand paws and his foot paws, so I partial. So we call it partialing when you are only wearing the foot paws and the hand, and you've got normal clothes on, and it's a lot easier to manage than wearing an entire suit. My suit, my friend AJ from Sigma Projects on Instagram fitted the head with air conditioning, kind of. There is a fan up in my ear that blows air out the ear and takes through the mouth. I can't see, so we're working on improving that. I was thinking some high-tech solution of a camera in the nose, and then I have a wraparound HID thing, or heads-up display, HUD, but that's expensive as well, and it'd be more stuffed inside the head, and it's already pretty compact in there. He built a solid metal jaw, so I have an actual support as opposed to what it was before, which was just a fabric and made it look like he had a broken jaw the whole time. But yeah, I'll probably get more into the furry lifestyle stuff in my furry video side Anubis time. But that's it there. I don't really have anything else to say. I mean, I don't plan for these things to be long. I just want to rant about something in the morning, and the only rant I had going was that United Airlines is stupid. Can we talk about how cramped the seats are in American Airlines and Southwest and Virgin America and every airline coach area, and how they're just cramming us in, and how I don't have knee room as it is, and your little 2 inches of recline are impeding on my space. Whose space is it, though? Is it yours? Like, when I recline, am I reclining into my space, or am I impeding onto the space behind me? no one has defined that. Like, which armrest do I get? If I'm in the middle, do I have free reign of one or the other? I know which one is mine when I'm in the aisle. It's obviously the right one. And I know which one should be mine when I'm at the window seat. It should be the left one near the window. But when you're in the middle, it's a weird conundrum. Why aren't armrests bigger? Why are we pushing everyone into sardines on planes? Is it because fuel costs more? I'm gonna go off and watch some videos and get all educated on that. But this is why I upgrade now, because I need I'm 6'2" and I'm 260 pounds, so I need the ability to not impede into my neighbor's spaces. And because I'm such a fatty, I sit in the I'm considerate of my neighbors. So I actually sit in a manner that puts me in horrible back pain for 2 hours, because I'm sitting straight up and I'm also hovering and like trying to keep everything in, and I try to do this while I'm sleeping on the plane, so I end up really tired, and I end up with back pain. And even if I can stretch out my legs because I'm in the first area bulkhead or I'm somewhere else, it's not enough. And it really bothers me when the budget airlines have a first class. And I understand you paid more, but I still don't think you should get to board the plane first. But there's been studies done at the most efficient way to load a plane, and apparently back to front is not the most efficient way to load a plane. Southwest's method is the fastest, where you get to sit wherever you want. But that bothers me. It really bothers me that there is no manifest record of where you were actually seated on the plane, which is one of the reasons why I won't fly Southwest. Also, they're just a Greyhound of the skies. I just don't want to be on that. And, Virgin America, even though I like you, and like is a very strong term here, you're the seedy nightclub of the skies. I've never been on a Virgin America flight where the entertainment system has fully worked, or where the Wi-Fi is fully working, or where I get the orders that I make when I make them, or within a certain amount of time, or, in a seat that I fit. And putting the plugs beneath you, like next to your armrest, makes them really difficult to reach, particularly when trying to get orientation and plugging into the correct holes. And then the tray tables are like iPod accessory, white and shiny and smooth, and your laptop just slides on it, and it's just... The chat system is slow, the keyboard's non-responsive on the little phone thing. I don't even know why I would want to chat with anybody else on the plane except for my traveler friends. Whatever airline I was on last didn't even have entertainment systems. They offer Wi-Fi, not even free Wi-Fi, but they offer their own free Wi-Fi, which allows you to download their app and watch the stuff that they want you to watch, or you can pay for Wi-Fi and watch whatever the fuck you want on your device. But what if I didn't bring a fucking device, and I don't want to look at my stupid phone? What happened to having TV screens like JetBlue does? Is it just cost prohibitive now to carry small electronics in the headrest? I don't know anymore. I love airplanes, but airlines fuck that up for me. And then you can really only experience the true wonder of an airplane if you're flying fucking first class. And the people who are in first class don't even fucking care about the airplane. They just want to be pampered. So, it's a weird system. Fine. See, you get to see bitter gay men. You don't get to see this when I'm filming, because most of the time I'm not showing you what's happening. And I'm not bitter all day. I mean, I'm upset and I'm easily annoyed and I hate people and I'd rather deal with electronics everywhere. But I just... It's really weird that I love doing Lyft, and I love helping people. I love helping people who are in need, and I love giving people the ability to enjoy themselves and have a safe environment to do it in, and helping you get from point A to point B, and finding directions and knowing where the bathroom is, because you never lose Disney training. That smells like tea. 5 years to stop pointing with 2 fingers, stop pointing with the hand. This is rude. I still do this at conventions, and I still do other things, but in general, you know what was the worst? It took me about 3 years to stop automatically defending every time somebody would badmouth Disney. It's a thing they just teach you. So, I mean, it's a valid skill. They teach you how to spin things, but there's no need. Not if you hate Disney. Anyway, I'm about 22 minutes into this, and I only plan to do 30, and I don't think I'm going to go the full 30 because I'm hungry. And I did, essentially, I do just wake up. You can see my blanket here. I do just wake up, crawl out of bed, spend about 10 minutes making sure the feed's okay, and then I go off and do the other stuff. I don't think anyone's watching right now, and I don't really care. I'm gonna run off and food. Anyway, thank you for watching my bitter gay rant this morning. If you liked this video, click on that stupid little like button. If you didn't like it, click on that downvote button. If you're not watching this and you're watching this later, hello. I don't know what time it is where you are. And if you want to be notified when I upload anything from the 6 video formats that I create, Whitey, Anubis, me. Click that subscribe button. Click that little notification bell. I'll do it for your channel. And if you're so inclined, click on the link below for my Patreon. I have a few low-level subscription levels. There's small little rewards for each one. And I'll mention you in an appropriate video as well. And then you'll get to see the behind-the-scenes stuff, which isn't a lot right now, but it'll come in and other stuff. Anyway, I'm just really tired. And it hasn't been long enough in the day for me to be fully annoyed yet. The only thing I can be annoyed about is how old the piping is in our house, because everything's backed up right now in both the duplexes. And our landlords, being family, are cheapskates. And this clogged up a couple months back, and the Roto-Rooter plumber guy said it's going to clog up again until you change the pipes. That's a huge repair. They're not going to shell it out for that, so we're just going to call the plumber again. We're a little afraid to tell her right now, because it's all bleh about it. But you know, be a good landlord. Fix your shit. Anyway, this has been the bitter gay man who's tired and hungry. Today, I will be doing things. I have to find an iPhone 6 and 7 so that I can do my freelance work. If I can't find an iPhone 6 and 7, then I'll have horribleness. If you know where I can find a cheap iPhone 6 and 7 that I will only use for testing purposes, because fuck Apple, I know that I'm on a Mac. It'd be beneficial for me. Leave messages in the comments. I do read them. I don't read them right away, but I do read them, and I do answer everything I can. Just like I watch my live chat the entire stream.